Hello, third grade. This week we're going to work on typing and Codeorg. So I'm not going to spend too much time on typing because the kids know how to do it. But just to review very quickly, pointy fingers go on the F and the J. Left pointy finger on the F. Right pointy finger on the J. Pinky on the left side on the A matches up with the color. Pinky on the right side on the semicolon. Thumbs go on the spacebar. Middle finger goes on the D on this side, middle finger is on the K on this side, and the ring finger is on the S, ring finger on the right side's on the L. So please make sure you match up the fingers, and I would like the children to continue to work on their typing this week. And we're going to work on Microsoft Word and PowerPoint this year. So just at the beginning of the year, we do our typing just to review the finger placing, and we work on our speed and our accuracy. So that's the first part of the assignment. We're going to work on our typing. Now let's talk about Codeorg. The main part of this week's assignment is working on Codeorg. This year we're on Codeorg Course D. So every year we have a different course. Last year we were on Course C. This year now we're on Course D. When you're at Codeorg, what I would like you to do is to sign in. So the reason why you sign in is so that I can see your progress. So when the children are on typing.com, I can see their progress. I can see how long you typed. I can see your speed. I can see your accuracy. When you're on Codeorg, I can see your progress if you sign in. So the first thing I want to discuss is how to sign in. You go to Codeorg Course D, and I will give this link to you in Google Classroom, and you're going to click Sign In. Okay, so you're going to get this link, you click on it, you're going to be in Course D, you click Sign In. Once you click Sign In, you're going to click Continue with Google. Okay, so you're going to put Continue with Google. So when you get to this screen, you're going to put in your student ID, and then just remember to put at nycstudents.net. Okay, and then you click Next, and then you'll be in Codeorg. Now, I don't have a student account that I could use, but you know your account, and then you put in your password, and then you'll be able to log in at Codeorg. This week, I would like the children to work on the sequencing section. So a sequence is when you make an order. Sequence is when you make an algorithm, right? Algorithm is the list of steps. First you go left, then you go right, then you go forward. You don't have to do the unplugged activity. So I would like you to do number 2 and then number 4, debugging. So debugging is when we look for errors, and an algorithm is when we make a list of steps. Next week we're going to start talking about events. Events is a little bit more trickier, but this week we're just going to do number 2 and number 4. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these. I'm not going to watch the video. You can watch the video on each, but I'll walk you through a few of them so you get to understand how to do the activity. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so just to review, we are the Angry Bird. We have to get to the pig. We have to make an algorithm, a list of steps, how to get there. So what should our program be? Well, we want forward, forward. We want 2 forward, so we're going to click it in. Okay, and you can click step if you want to go slowly. And then you can step again. And that's, excuse me, how you can see the program. And let's take a look at another one. Okay, I'm going to do a different one that's a little bit harder. Okay, now we have to get to the pig down here. Now, if I want to, I could say 1, 2, 3, 4 forwards, right? I can go like this, forward, 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 right? I can go like that. I can make my list of steps, my algorithm. I'm going to say I'm going to have them go forward 4 times if I want. This is a lot of work. So what I can do is I could use a repeat loop. So rather than saying 4 forwards, I could say I'm going to use a repeat loop, and I'm going to make it 4 times. 4 times forward. Put this over here. Okay, so now I got this 4 forwards. Repeat loop 4 times. Go forward 4 times. Now what I got to have him do next? Now I have to have him turn right. I'm going to have him turn right. And after he turns right, I'm going to have him go forward again. But let's just look how it looks so far. It turns right. And now he's got to go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 times forward. I'm going to use a repeat loop again. 4 times. Repeat loop 4 times. Go forward. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so that's that one. So what I would like the students to do is I'm going to go back to the main section here. What I would like the students to do, let me go back over here. I would like the students to do all of number 2, okay? Introduction to online puzzles, so do number 1 to 10 there. I also would like you to do number 4, debugging with Laurel. So let's take a look at some of those. An error in a computer code is called a bug, okay? So when there's an error in a piece of code, right, that's called a bug. So when you find bugs in the code, that's called debugging, right? So we're going to work on debugging here. And what this means is they made a mistake. And we have to find their mistake and we have to fix it. So first thing we do is we look at their code. Let's run the code to see what the problem is. Well, now we got to the end, but what's the problem? The problem is they didn't get the gems, okay? Now, when you have a debugging problem and there's a gray piece of code block, that means you cannot delete it. So I can delete these ones by going like this, but I cannot delete the gray code. So let's look, what should we do? Well, the first thing we want to do is we want to move forward, and then we want to collect the gem. So let's see how that goes. So we got that. We did forward and collect gem. Now we need another one. We could do forward and collect. Okay, forward and collect. So we have forward and collect, forward and collect. Now this is sort of a pattern, forward, collect, forward, collect. What I can do is I can make a repeat loop. I can put that in a repeat loop. You don't have to, but that simplifies the code. Repeat 3 times, forward, collect, forward, collect. Okay, and then you click finish. Let's look at some of the other ones here. Let's look at some of the other ones. I'll do a few more with the kids. Okay, let's take a look. First we have move forward and collect. Let's run to see how it goes. Oh, okay, so we got a few of them, but it didn't work. Let's go step by step. So forward, collect, That's good so far. Then he has a turn left. Up, I think I found the bug. He should turn right. He should turn right. Then he'll go forward and collect. So now let's run the program again. Forward, collect, turn right, forward, collect. Okay? So let's look at some of the other ones here. I'm going to skip. I'll do this one, then I'll skip to a farther one, then we'll wrap up the video. So we have a program here. We have our code. We have our algorithm, a list of steps. Let's take a look. Move forward, collect, forward, collect. Oh, we didn't do a good job. What did we do? We missed the gems over here. So what can we do? We need one forward, and then we have to collect 3 times. So they have forward, collect, forward, collect, forward, collect. We need forward, and we need to collect how many times? How many gems are here? 3 gems. Okay, so forward, collect. Okay, and I click finish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to one towards the end that's a little different. I'll skip to one of these. Okay, I'm ready. So I'll give you the challenge one so you could say how to work this together. So we need to collect 6 gems. Let's take a look. Now remember, we cannot delete the gray. Okay, so you got to use the gray bars, the gray blocks. So I can take out all of these blue ones, but we cannot delete the gray bars. So let's take a look at this. What's the first thing I have? I have forward, forward, and then what do I need to do? I have collect, collect. So I'll probably take these and put these to the side, and I'll say, you know what? Let's move forward, forward. Let's do 2 forwards. Okay, let's do 2 forwards, and I'll just use a repeat forward to make it simpler. So 2 forwards, 2 forwards. And what am I going to do when I get here? I'm going to do 2 collects. So I'll do a repeat collect like this 2 times. Okay, so let's take a look how that goes. Forward, forward, collect, collect. Collect, collect. Now what do I need to do next? I can make a left. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn left. and then I'm going to go forward. I'm going to turn left. Let's see how that goes. So from the beginning, 2 forwards, 2 collects, turn left, move forward, turn left, and then I have to go forward. And what am I going to do next? I'm going to do 2 collects. So I'm going to do collect 2 times. Okay, so now I have the right idea. So let's just move these around so I can see what I have here on the side here that I'm going to use. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn left. I'm going to turn left. And then I'm going to go forward 1, 2, 3. So repeat 3 times. 3 times. I'll go forward. And then you turn left 3 times forward. And then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to turn right. Okay, I'm going to turn right, and then I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to say, repeat 2 times, collect. Okay, let's take a look how it goes. Okay, and then you finish. So that's this week's Codeorg. Just to review, I would like the students to do Introduction to Online Puzzles, number 2, and number 4, Debugging with Laurel. If there is a part of Codeorg where you get stuck, it's okay, especially on the challenge puzzles. This was a challenge puzzle. You can skip it. If it gets too confusing, you just click skip. Just do the best you can. And, you know, that's the most important thing, to do the best you can. And if it's one problem here or there that you get a little bit confused about, don't worry about it. I just want everyone to have the general sense of what a loop is, right? The repeat loops and debugging, looking for the errors in the code, and you know, making a sequence, making an algorithm, a list of steps to complete a task.